compared to what you was.
There you go. That's
right there. That's why you here, Nola.
You say that's official enough compared to what you was.
That's why you here, bro. But yeah, bro. We was talking about how things coming together over that. Not even just at Juvie Tuesday, but just how it's been shaping up around the city. You could see it, like, you know, them circles that were super, super small starting to get a little bit bigger, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I'm going to say those smaller circles starting to mingle with each other a little bit more. Right. And that's a good look,
They're
bro.
doing a whole lot more reuniting with each other and linking up than they did before. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
A lot of that, like our city was pulled for that. But the crazy part, we started off like that. Like me and Cess 45 was just talking about that the other day, telling it to some other cats, like how all of us used to link up and promote each other. Like literally me, Fifth Wall Weed, P-Town Mo, MT, Hot Boy Ronald, Charlie Wop, Kid, D1 when he first started. It was a whole pack of us, so everybody really knew when the other one was doing something. They hit him up on the phone and everybody will come and support you, wearing shirts, everything. When it's his time, we all gonna support that.
True networking.
Next to do his thing. You see what I'm saying? So they had killed that for a good 15-year run in the city. Everybody was on that self stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm just dealing with me and my inner circle. You see what I'm saying? Rocking like that. So now they doing a little more reaching out. And you gotta thank people like Restyle. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because she's somebody that I see and I help her a lot of the time. Any way I can. She's one of the ones that actually bridge that gap. You see what I'm saying? She support a lot of New Orleans. They get more support now than what they had before. You see what I'm saying? So it's a good thing to have them type of people. I do a whole lot of that, supporting dudes. It don't necessarily be about money, because a lot of people hit me up. If you show me you serious, I'll do the feature for free.
Right.
I'll come do the show for free. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what I charge, because everybody ain't got a budget. Everybody ain't got money. And I've been in that same situation. You see what I'm saying? And they had other artists look out for me. You see what I'm saying? So I extend that same hand. Although business is business, but at the same time, you still can be lenient. We're going to work with what you got.
Yeah.
You serious about your craft, then I don't want to hinder that man of getting his way. You never know what that do for a person to actually deal with you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
In that note.
I just want to touch on this, dog, before we even start this episode, Rich One on Water, before we even start this episode, I want to touch on this, dog. Like something that we spoke on briefly at Juvie Tuesday, bro, and that was the realest moment of the night when you said what you said about, you like, man, I'm about to come through that or whatever, and we made a little joke to each other, and you was like, nah, man, it's bigger than that, you know what I'm saying? Nigga gotta show real, for real, you know what I'm saying, without participating in the nonsense. Like, they need to see real niggas on a different type of time than what they done seen them on before. Right. And I'm just paraphrasing. That wasn't your words verbatim, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
I do a whole lot of that, man. Anybody that know me know, my favorite line, man, I stand on business. You see what I'm saying? So they done seen all my fuck ups. They done seen all my wilding. You see what I'm saying? So to come back since the legendary kick in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Being a legend to these cats. You're older now. You're wiser. So you got to really practice what you preach at the same time, because I'm always dropping jewels on people. But then again, you actually got to show that. You can tell a nigga anything, but your actions got to match your audio.
Real rap.
You see what I'm saying? So when you round these dudes, they watch you. Now, that's the new thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, YouTube is one of the biggest. That's like the new TV.
Right.
My kids sit around. They don't watch regular TV or none of that.
They're on YouTube.
On YouTube all day.
Real rap.
My kids tell me when my interviews come up.
Right.
They'll pop your interview out. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So that's what everybody doing, and they tapping into what you got going on. So it's always somebody watching you.
You gotta be mindful.
And you gotta be mindful of that. So actually, it's bigger than keeping it real. Because some people don't even know what that is. Being real come with a whole lot of losses. You see what I'm saying? Some of that stuff that everybody do, you got to figure out within yourself, is you built for that? Is you built to take a loss? You see what I'm saying? or you build for the stuff that gonna come with who you pursuing as yourself. A lot of dudes don't think, you know, thinking is the freest thing to do in the world. I don't take nothing but a second. Be a thinker. I always teach my boys that. Be a thinker, man. Be a leader. Don't be no follower. You know what I'm saying? If you do something and it don't turn out the way you want it to, hit the reset button.
Thanks.
You got another opportunity, man. Do it again.
Man, it's a hell of a prelude. Don't give him too much, big dog. Man, it's Million Views Podcast, man. I'm Wilson Millz, man. Got me a special guest with me today, man. The OG, man. SMG Jigg himself.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Man.
CEO, man. How you fell into the role of CEO?
Just always wanted my own. I'm gonna tell you, I was actually with Fiend Entertainment.
All right. Shout out to Fiend,
Fendi
man.
P and another cat was with him. And we did a whole lot of work, and then one day Fiend came to me in the parking lot. We talking. I'm like, what's up, G? He's like, bro, he telling me you don't need me. You know what I'm saying? Back then I really didn't so much understand. You see what I'm saying? Now having my own, I do.
Thanks.
You see what I'm saying? It was like, what can I do for you? Like that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, just look at yourself. You an intelligent dude, you smart. You know what I'm saying? You move different. You know what I'm saying? He was like, look, got Audi outside, man. Got a Rolex on, man. On chains on. He's like, I'm trying to figure out how can I help you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He used to be on me because I ain't never used to take it serious. You see what I'm saying? Jig, do the record, man. Do some records.
Right.
I sit in the studio, man, for like 5 days. I might do 2 songs. I'm in there smoking more weed than the law loud. I'm cool. I'm on the phone. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Then I don't keep still either.
Right.
Well, boom.
Like we talked about at Juvie too, that you was being Jay at that time.
Like a dog.
Now you wasn't ready to be Jig Star yet.
Nah, I wasn't ready to be Jig Star yet. But he was one of the ones that made me look at it different. He gave me the game. He sharpened me. You know what I'm saying? He was one of them that held me accountable. Let me know, man, when I'm fucking up. You see what I'm saying? That you could do better than that. You could do X, Y, Z. You ain't got to do that. You see what I'm saying? Leave that because you got it.
Real
You know what I'm saying? You got it, man. You just got to do it. You don't want to do it.
Thanks.
Your mind elsewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He in there making beats, him and KLC and them and a few other cats that came through. Shout out to Los. I'm in there trying to figure out how I can make a sale. I want the sale to come through, you know what I'm saying? They like, you know, because I never was one of the ones to chase a rap deal.
Right.
I never wanted a deal. You see what I'm saying? I had made so much money in the streets, I didn't give a damn about a deal. And then looking at the fact that all my partners who I'm around sign all these bad deals.
Right. You see in the situation.
I just wasn't the one to fuck over with the music. It won't even be no label.
Right.
Back then. You see what I'm saying? You the fucked over Jig. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, hey,
right.
You know what I'm saying? If we rocking like we rocking and I'm signing your company, man, we around each other every day, we create a bind. That's something mutual.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm expecting you to come to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is what this is, man. You get your people to look at this. You this, that, and third. This what you gonna need. Versus just, here, sign that. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he got me, it's all good, you know what I'm saying? And then turn out you fuck me. You know what I'm saying? I'm only getting 2%. What? Now I'm ready to fuck over somebody.
2% out of 100.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes be tweaking for a deal, you know what I'm saying? It's the right deal.
Right.
Or knowing what fits you and where you at as far as your track record with your music, your fan base and everything else. Knowing your audience, knowing where all the love at. It's a whole lot of stuff coming with that. You know what I'm saying? Artist development.
Man,
you gotta know that you're ready for all this here.
This how I met this cat, dog. I'm talking about the first conversation we had, B. He just boom, 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 jewel after jewel, bro. You know what I'm saying? But today, dog, let's talk a little bit more about SMG, bro, and what y'all got going on, dog. Like you been working hard, man. So
first, man, I gotta shout my team out, man. Shout out Cocaine, man.
I like everything y'all got going on, man. Salute to all them boys.
You know what I'm saying? The whole squad, man. See the Real, Jay Ellis, Moon.
Shout out to Moon, man. Happy birthday to my dog, man.
You know what I'm saying? My son, Brandon, Lil B. You know what I'm saying? Everybody playing their position, man.
Fact.
Chill. Everybody know what to do. They moving like a unit, man, and everybody want to see everybody win.
That's what I was going to say.
Camp.
You got to move like a real unit.
We actually have meetings I call them conference calls. You know what I'm saying? They know when I hit them up, it's about business, something going on. You know what I'm saying? And I actually teach them to. I don't care what nobody do, but I do care about how you do it.
Thanks.
Anything that got me implicated in it, take pride in that. Present it different. You know what I'm saying? Put your all in that shit.
Real rap.
On your own time, you can do whatever the hell you want. But when we on SMG business, I don't give a fuck about no hoes, hustling. I don't hear nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's straight to business. Straight to business, because at the end of the day, like I don't son niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody above nobody in my camp. Everybody equal, and that's how you gonna treat them like family.
All right. We just brought up Ristyle a little while ago, bro. Salute to Ristyle. I was checking out her promo from the event that they just did with 97.7, and y'all was there. Y'all tore it up. You feel what I'm saying?
Cut up bad.
Like how was that, dog? To you know, be out there with the whole team. Was that the first time the whole team was together performance wise?
Nah, we actually just did a show. Shout out to Teacher and Kev at the Basin in Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime we give a show, I tell them, you know, because it's 3 artists, you know what I'm saying? Me, Kane, and Jay Ellis, you know what I'm saying? So when each one of them is doing something, I need everybody to come out. Right. I don't want everybody to just come out just for Jay.
Support.
It ain't about me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to give them that same energy that they give me. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who's the biggest, who's been in it the longest or whatever. It's just everybody showing up in uniform, ready to play their part and do what they do, man. But it was something serious right there, and I wasn't even really a part of that. It's just I got a single call. We getting fucked up. We getting drunk.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And anything to make it enhance itself, that's what I'm gonna do.
Thanks.
You see what I'm saying? So it was my artist Jay Ellis show.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I put him and Cocaine on the song.
Yeah.
So.
But that, you know, that shows that unity, like you're talking about, dog. The uniform, the whole nine, like that shows, you know, like I said, the word unity, but moving on a like moving in a professional manner, in a timely, you know what I'm saying? Everything y'all do, dog, I've been noticing that it's been a real professional vibe with y'all, dog, and the energy is all the way up, dog. Jay Ellis, man, how that come together? Cause I find out through Moon that it's all family, it's all connected at the end of the day. That's crazy.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, at one point in time, like,
you know who you talking about?
I go against everything that people believe.
Oh, Wayne, man. Shout out to my dog, too.
I go against a whole bunch of stuff that everybody believe in. Because I see it different. You see what I'm saying? So, a lot of people, in certain things, it's like that. They don't mix family and business.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
In a lot of cases, you can't.
It's a difference because the people who ain't my family, that's how I treat them. So the ones who is my immediate family, I'm not about to treat them no more, no less than the rest of them. But this is how I want y'all to operate. Because at the end of the day, I'm not about to let nothing happen to my family. I'm not about to fuck over my family.
Right.
You have some family members that do that. You see what I'm saying?
Thanks.
So I actually tell them no. I don't give a fuck that you my cousin now. When it comes to this SMG business.
Right.
I tell Moon the same thing because I want them to look at it different.
It got to be that way.
I want you to be able to, this is yours just as well as mine. So treat it that way. You see what I'm saying? Most people, when it's not their shit and they get a hold of it, they going to treat it any kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And we all done been guilty of that.
He going to cherish that shit.
We all done been guilty of that at one point in time because we all done been immature at one point in time.
Right.
You feel, depending on what you was trusted with, you know what I'm saying, and what, you know what I'm saying, path your life was on determine how bad, you know what I'm saying, those situations get and how bad those situations go. But the most important part about anything that y'all do have going on is, like you said, y'all meet about these things, y'all discuss everything. Everything is on the table. Everything is on a grown man level.
Hey,
you feel what I'm saying?
I let them iPhones.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to call one.
Yeah.
One gonna call me and I'm gonna call the other one. And he gonna merge the next one then.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we all. Yeah, talk one at a time, man.
Real rap.
Everybody have their opinion with me.
Yeah.
Pertaining to the company. What you think about it? We have our own listening parties. We have our own agreement on everything. We put in on everything. Like, just for instance, our studio. I don't just pay for that.
Facts. Shout the studio out, man, so they can know how to book time and shit like that.
Oh man, they ain't ready for that.
Private studio, man.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna actually open up the studio, doing public things. Right now, I was waiting till everybody got their projects together.
Right.
I need them to be a project in the whole. In case something pop, because with them actually being with me and my track record being so long, now that I'm serious, it's gonna happen overnight. So y'all got a big advantage. So y'all actually about to go from preseason to the playoffs.
Right.
I need y'all to be ready when this shit happen.
Break that connectivity down to those that's watching, as far as what your longevity gonna do for those artists. Like you said, it's gonna happen overnight, because they'll hear that and think that it could just happen overnight for them like that. It was some groundwork that was paved for that.
Because it's a lot of them that actually get that overnight success.
Right, but it be on the strength of what?
They don't be ready for it. You see what I'm saying? You haven't did the footwork. You actually ain't got the longevity. You ain't groomed yourself up. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got your business in order. Anybody could be a rapper. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of rappers I've watched get with different companies, assign to people, and they got to get all your business in order for you. You see what I'm saying? Your ASCAP, your BMI, having everything copyrighted, all this, that, and the third.
That's how people hands get in your stuff.
You got to know about all these things, and
right.
knowing, you know what I'm saying, you got a manager to take care of your business, you know what I'm saying? You got somebody doing email blasts for you. It's a lot of work in it. It ain't just no boom. You know what I'm saying? I signed with Cash Money. It's gonna be that. I signed with Atlantic. No, they still gotta make sure you straight, because you who they investing in.
Thanks.
You see what I'm saying? So it's bigger than you being marketable. That's your part. They got to know the part that they gotta do and the part that these people are gonna do. So actually, me saying, you know what I'm saying, from preseason to the playoffs, I actually been a songwriter and doing music for, this year make 28 years.
Thanks.
You see what I'm saying? I started off it doing talent shows and actually seeing other people like Fiend, Partners in Crime, G Slim, all these different dudes.
You saw they walk.
You see what I'm saying? I'm like, to actually be around it. You know what I'm saying? Tim Smooth, that's my people. You see what I'm saying?
Smooth,
God bless his dead.
Legendary.
Tim Smooth, the
Legendary.
Smooth family.
Yeah.
So Tim used to always take me everywhere with him. And just being around it, I'm like, I could do that. I could rap. So these is around the time we rocking the beepers. So I actually, you know, they used to have that little 15-second slide on there.
Back in the 1900s for you youngsters, you heard me?
And I make a rap every day to an instrumental. My husband, a DJ, so I take his records and take an instrumental and I record for them 15 seconds. That's how I started. All it took was 3 people to feel me. I'm feeling myself.
I know I asked you this already. What was your first rap name?
What was my first rap name? Because I've been Jig for a long. J-Rock.
J-Rock. Yeah, we talked about that in the first interview.
I call myself J-Rock. Let me tell you why I call myself J-Rock. Because my name is Justin and start with a J. And at that time, I was really selling rocks.
Right.
So I said J-Rock. You know what I'm saying? I went with that
like Rob Bass and what your boy name was? DJ Ready Rock, huh?
Like, man,
Easy Rock.
Crazy. And I'm like, yeah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I made 18, I'm Jig, you know what I'm saying?
So from J-Rock to now, making all those connections, making all those relationships and not burning no bridges, not you know what I'm saying, not cutthroating nobody, but making it to your OG status with your name good and clean, bro. Like, that's the payoff for the those that's following, for the artists that he talking about, for the, you know what I'm saying, for the other people like myself that he been interacting with, blessing, you know what I'm saying, with different type of, you know, connections and so forth, dog. Like, it ain't gonna be on the strength of you all the time. It's gonna always be on the strength of the relationships that you build and how you uphold them. You feel what I'm saying? I really want to stress that and reiterate that, because
a lot of people ask me about that. I'm actually a part of Rare Report, me and Video Wayne.
Shout out to Video Wayne too.
I let him deal with the camera work and the editing. I deal with the rappers and the people in particular. And we always talk, and he always asks about certain rappers. And I know them all.
Right.
I got a good rapport with all of them. And he's like, how the fuck you had, when did you have the time, or how the fuck did you actually do that? Sometimes I wonder myself. You see what I'm saying? But
when you was being Jay though.
Yeah, hey.
Jay connected Jig with that.
Like a dog, man. I hit like 3 clubs a night. You know, I'm hustling, but at the same time, I'm mingling with the rappers now.
Right.
And we always hook up on a personal level. I build individual friendships with people. The same way I am with you. Like,
Facts.
I don't treat the next man how I treat you. What we got going on, that's what
we got going on.
What we discuss off the record, off camera, You know what I'm saying? That's us. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them dudes. I've always been an open book. You can call me. You know, I ain't got no pride, no shame. So I ask them not to have the same. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what it is. And then call and say, hey, man, my son having a football game, whatever. Just him hitting me up. I'm glad to tell you, man, we going to go cheerlead for this nigga's son.
Right.
Because we want to build him up. We want him to win. We do the
Real
same
talk.
thing on every note. He can say something wrong, anything, man. Hey, man, if he down, he can't pull off something, then I'll pull it off for him. Vice versa.
You got any questions, Ben? You want to chime in on any of this, though? Being from that era, you know what I'm saying, and actually being a one of the staples in hip hop and just the culture period in our hood. You know what I'm saying? What you want to, you know what I'm saying, really fill in on this, dog? Or ask, you know what I'm saying?
I ask a question like, what it feel like though, seeing like, you know, the era we grew up in and adapting to this new wave of you know, how you got to put an artist out and, you know, all the footwork you used to, because, you know, back in the day it was like, I guess it was, to me, I think it was more easier because you know, your name stood for everything, and you know what I mean, and you know, it was more of a hands-on.
It was more organic, is what you're saying.
Right, but
it was more easier with us once you became a household name.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You had more support in that era. And at this time, a lot of people didn't have, whether it was outsiders, friends, partners, no matter who it was, they didn't have no problem with investing in what you had going on.
Right.
If that's your vision, hey, I mess with you, we go, that's my vision too now. You see what I'm saying? They have it, the internet made it a lot easier for them. If a lot of rappers would have went through what we went through back in the gap, they wouldn't be rapping now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? A lot of them, because nobody wants to, they want somebody else to do the work for them.
Right.
All they want to do is rap. It's bigger than being a rapper.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? There's a good rapper on every corner. You see what I'm
So
saying?
you saying now basically all they got to do really is put their face and stuff out there, and somebody else got, back then you had to go literally get your face there.
You really had to go, like, shout out to the guys who used to be
I
with
think that's the
Scratch
biggest
Pro
difference,
Entertainment.
dude.
Like, we actually used to get posters and we'd be like 10 deep and we'd hit a whole block putting them posters
Right,
up.
street team shit.
Street team shit, man. I'm talking about, and everybody had their own situation going on.
That was the posting back then. You had to literally post
Yeah,
that
you
motherfucker
putting
on a
them
poster or a
everywhere,
wall
and
or somewhere.
So-
to me it seemed like it was more easy because people could actually relate to you, like, man, who y'all is, you know,
Right.
people was more
People was
earthly.
more interested in
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of rappers that actually want to, that don't know how to be artists or make records or make music to move people. This big thing now, I need to be like dude.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
if he got the yopstick, then we need to get the yopsticks.
Right.
That's what we need to rap about. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I get exactly what you're saying.
you're not talking about their life, like anything that was said in my music. My mom used to always tell me when she listened to my music. That's how she used to find out a bunch of stuff. Because I used to hide a lot of stuff. Because when I go across her door, say I'm Justin.
Yeah, you gotta be on some respect.
Of course.
Yeah.
When I'm in them streets, them jigs start the truth. And anything liable to happen. You see what I'm saying? But
Right.
that respect for my folks. That's how I operate. So she'll listen to music. So I listen to a lot of people's music. I even told my son, he out there in Atlanta. He let me he rapping. He let me hear some of his music. He 22 years old. And before the second hook came in, he just shot 8 people.
Damn.
So I'm actually having this conversation with him.
Real rap.
It's nothing to down him. You know what I'm saying? But it's actually put it on his mind because, you know, I had to say off the record. I'm like, damn, you smash somebody's son? You know what I'm saying? I know I've been locked up. You know, I missed a whole lot. You grown now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm just, don't chop it up with Pops. He's like, hell no. That's what you rapping about for in your music.
Right.
It's so much other shit you done did that you could talk about that you not.
That's actually some fly shit.
You see what I'm saying?
Words
It's
of
okay
mouth.
to be cool. It's okay to be a good dude. You see what I'm saying?
That's actually what's fly though. Like the dude who go last and who winning.
That's it.
That's really what
At
the
end
wave
of the day,
is.
man, you get killed, man. You go to jail, you lose.
It's over with.
I said, son, I did 16 and a half years altogether. I lost. You know how much shit I could have did with that time? So learn from my mistakes. You ain't got to do that. It's okay to be you. But first you got to find out who you is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Find yourself within growing up, don't be scared to lose. Don't be scared to fall. Don't be scared to have setbacks because you still got an opportunity. If you dead and in jail, you ain't guaranteed to make it home out that prison.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got number one life. You lose that, that's it. So you done lost all your opportunities. So while you have one, do something with it. I don't hear nothing about your ops.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you ain't even got none.
Yeah, you ain't got no ops.
Right, you ain't got no
making ops.
Yeah.
Just so you can have something to rap about.
Right.
Nah, that's not it.
And be more creative than that, dog. Like if you listening to this, dog, just have more pride and belief in yourself and what you can actually do.
Right.
Then actually, you know, I can't be Jig. Jig a cool dude. Give me all kind of game, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I can't be Jig. I can take what Jig giving me and apply that to Millz' life. You feel what I'm saying? I can take what OG Beans giving me and apply that to what I got going on. I can never be him. You know what I'm saying?
I've always been one of them ones to actually, that's my biggest thing, feeding off of people. I tell my crew, my kids, anybody that come in encounter with me that's pursuing the music career, even just in general on regular life, feed off of the next man. You see what I'm saying? Nitpick every good about that man and add it to what you got going on. That made you a plus 10.
Thanks. You
better than the dude you was yesterday. Today, if you applying it, if you could be able to identify the good that's in that man. Because our good from back in the gap to they good now is two totally different things.
Right. Break that down.
Our good from back in the gap to they good now is two different things. And I say that to say this, to kill a man, that's the shit to some people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I don't knock it. I slung iron in my days, but it's like this here. It defeats the purpose of slinging iron if you can't get away with it. People always think about what they gonna do. They never think about the consequences of their actions or the solution to this situation. You see what I'm saying? Everything is just off of instinct.
Right.
Boom. My crew rocking. Ooh.
People live off a head. This is what I call it, a headline mentality. And what I mean by that is, like, they see, okay, dude just got 30 years for doing this, and this. You feel what I'm saying? That's the headline, homie. What about everything that took place in between that? What about all the lives lost? What about him and his mama probably don't have a relationship now? What about this, that, and that? And then when they run into that, it turn them bad or it turn them to a worse problem. Or, you know what I'm saying? When you, like you said, you really could have thought this shit through.
You really could. It's almost like the saying I always tell dudes. And I do everything I can to stick to my change because I'm not the man I was in 2015 when I left.
Right.
Now that I'm just coming home. You'll never really know how much you changed until the opportunity presents itself. These little dudes won't know how gangster or how about that life there is until it presents itself.
I dig that.
You see what I'm saying? Once you cross that bridge, now you in that water.
Yeah, it is what it is from there.
You see what I'm saying? So some of them ain't even trying to think it out. You actually ain't even doing it for you. You gonna think about you when you get in prison.
Right, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
When you sit
right
down.
Now, it's the people you're around. You see what I'm saying? You actually doing this for them, not you.
I mean, I done been inspired by a lot of people that came before me, dog. I done been even influenced, I have to admit, by a lot of people, dog. But I was never moved by another person. And what I mean by that is, you might have 5, 6 things I love about you.
Right.
But 4 of them, I ain't gonna touch. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, 4 out of the 10 I ain't gonna touch because that wasn't in my makeup, my character. You feel what I'm saying? What you think it is, like, cause we see this so much more, bro. What you think it is that they just don't have that gear, that restraint to be individual? Like, we had more individuals back then.
I know some people. It was year and day in our era growing up.
That's what I'm saying, like,
not the straddling the fence or in between or. You know what I'm saying? The people that's in between, they easily entice. You see what I'm saying? So that made a quick follow.
Right.
It's mainly off of the things they view out their eyes.
But see, like back then, all right, what I mean by what I'm saying, what I'm asking is, like when I was little, I was Sammy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like when motherfucker might know you way in Holly Grove somewhere.
Right.
Oh, you Sammy from Bunch Village.
Right.
You who I've been looking for.
Right.
You could go on social media now and be boo boo wham wham. You know what I'm saying? Put another picture up there. You could literally be somebody else now in today's time. So like I think that's really making it easier for people. I don't want to say them like we talking about a specific person, but like society, dog, like it been made that much more easy to fake it. You feel what I'm saying? And that get us in a lot of bad situations.
Nobody wants to be them these days.
Yeah.
It's what they see and what they view out their eyes, man. It's like, we saw it different. Everybody who was passing by on Dayton's and them Regals and them Colors is the Timers. They got the big medallion with the backgrounds, 8-ball jackets.
Yeah.
They got it going on with the ballads and everything.
Thanks.
I wanted that, but I didn't want to be him.
You didn't want to be him. That's what I mean.
You see what I'm saying? So it was a difference because I can't be him, but I know don't nobody know me better than me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I could perfect the hell out of me, but I could feed off of the rest of them and take that and put it what I got, and they're gonna make me better than what I was yesterday.
Let's jump back to the SMG business, man. We mentioned him a little while ago, bro. It's a brother of mine, dog. Big Moon, bro. Cause my dog say he in a different capacity now, he in a different position, co-CEO and
we took a stab at something different.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like Mooney is also my cousin.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So it's damn near like a family business, but it's like cuz, you know what I'm saying? I want to do management. I'm like, dig. Well, I'm going to surround you around a bunch of good managers I know. Let them mentor you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Feed off them. Figure it out, but create your own style of doing it. Lose your pride, your shame, everything, because now you got to turn yourself into a people person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to know what to say and what not to say. You got to know what you're shooting for and what you're not. Because a lot of people can say you're a million dreams. You see what I'm saying? Is you're going to fall for them. When you set your foundation and you know exactly what you shooting for these artists, that's what you got to stick to. Not the stuff that sound exciting or, hey man, we got the buzz, we got the wave, we doing the numbers and all that other. That's only going to matter in the internet world.
Right, that's a small percentage.
But Moon is a good humble one.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I like dealing with people who don't have a problem with taking constructive criticism, who actually listen. Right. It's hard to get an artist or to work with somebody who don't listen because he feel like he a man, he have his own mind. And when I say listen, that doesn't take that from him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If I don't listen to you, you don't listen to me, how we gonna clap?
We ain't getting nowhere.
We ain't getting nowhere.
Real rap.
That's why I say everybody in SMG can voice their opinion. They can make decisions. You see what I'm saying? I just prefer everybody to run it by me. Right. So let's get some more heads in on what you gonna do about it. You know what I'm saying? How this sound, how this gonna be about this show.
It got to be a chain of command at the end of the day.
It's got to be something that's gonna benefit us. Everything is not gonna benefit us, but you got to know who that's for. It's like hearing a song or a beat before you record it.
Right.
I know Rick Ross will sound good on here. I know Kevin Gates will sound good on here. I know Wayne will sound good on here. You see what I'm saying? So I know what Jig will sound good on.
Right.
So I know what shows to put J. Ellis on. I know what shows to put Kane on. When he's growing that, Mooney, he's growing that right now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I see him.
Having that energy and that takeoff. Don't never lose your ambition or ready to just see them win.
Right.
That's your goal, is to make sure everybody that I know and that you know, and these radio stations and all the DJs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's bigger than hanging in the club, buying drinks and looking at the women and all this here. Nah, not for you.
Nah, yeah.
You gotta do that on your own time right now.
You gotta work, you gotta mingle, you gotta move.
You need to be trying to build a relationship with this DJ.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because he the one that gotta play that record. And you need to figure out whatever way it is to get him to play that record.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because it ain't always about $1. Some people will see your grind and acknowledge that.
Straight up.
Every DJ want that new record, especially if it's a banger.
If it's a banger, yeah.
That's where we gonna get the majority of our amens from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got that's a nice one right there. I could do something with that. He want to be the first one to do that. Then you got some of the high and mighty ones feel like, hey, I'm breaking this record for you.
Yeah, I'm such
you
and
see
such.
what I'm saying? But this is the different things that I'm helping him look for.
Gotta know that balance. Gotta know what's a good look and what ain't.
What's a good look and what's not. And he do good at it.
I see y'all, though. Y'all coming together real nice, though. Y'all making plenty of noise, bro. And like I said, y'all doing it in a manner that people really wouldn't even, expect.
We took it back, man. We took it back. When P came out with all the No Limit Soldiers, man, everybody is dressed accordingly.
Thanks.
Everybody is looking like a unit. So I said we'll do it on our own. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the merch popping.
Gotta get the merch popping.
Get the merch popping. We got the short sets, the SMG. Swag it out how you want.
Thanks.
I told everybody, man, go in your closet and look at every pair of shoes you got in there. And write them colors down because that's what color uniforms you about to get.
Straight up.
That's what type of merch you about to rock. And swag it out, style it. Some days we'll just go walk in Walmart.
Yeah.
We 10, 15 deep. The whole Walmart like,
Yeah.
A lot of people will laugh at that, but that's fire promo.
I'm just telling you.
They give you some jewels right now.
Out there, but
Fakes.
we go walk in the mall.
That's a walking billboard. Yeah.
Everybody wants to know who the fuck that is.
Fakes.
Somebody gonna have enough nuts. But I don't give a damn. Hey, who y'all here? Y'all rap
What the
group?
fuck y'all got
What
going
y'all
on?
do? I done had so many come up to me,
Yeah.
even at the gas stations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dog. That's marketing, dog.
We back to back on our way somewhere.
Fakes.
I'm getting gas. We're gonna go in the store. Nah, not just one by the, hey, what you want, what you want to know.
Y'all was in
All 8 of y'all get out. We're going in the store.
Y'all was in
Because everybody in that store about to say, who the fuck y'all is?
Facts.
They gonna want to know.
Y'all was in BR Gonzalez or something last night, huh?
Yeah.
What that was about?
I'm actually, shout out to my man, BJ. He got
Okay.
the club on Burnside.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we, sometimes you got to go visit spots. You got to eyeball it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm going to shoot the video for the song Fucked Up.
Okay.
It's the setup. It's the setting and everything. It's a good environment. I know, and it's bigger than us feeling good. It's more about the company that we're going to bring there to where they could be able to be like, you know what, this is a nice place. We had a good time. And it won't just benefit us, it'll benefit him too because he's still
Real
running his
facts.
club and doing his thing. You see what I'm saying?
Moon leads me to that. You feel what I'm saying? That's what made me ask about that. We were chopping up at Juvie Tuesday about a bunch of that. What's the next project SMG got coming out?
Oh, man.
Who up next? I know y'all got 60 of them lined up.
I just told him work, bro.
Yeah.
Work. Just be cocked for because when it's your time, it's your time.
Right.
I actually, I put my project back because I was going to drop me, then Kane, then Jay Ellis.
So you moved it back based
You know
on
what I'm saying?
timing?
So I moved mine back and putting everybody's projects on hold because both of them turned into projects.
Okay.
You see, they got one in the hole. So I actually want to do an SMG project because my goal is to make sure everybody that know who Jig Star the Truth is know who they is.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Need some hella fire rappers, man. Need some good
It
dudes.
is.
You see what I'm saying?
Salute the cocaine, man.
Yeah, man.
Right, dog.
They are what they call rapping turlers.
Rapping
turlers, man. Them boy, you know what I'm saying? They keep me sharp on my toes. You know what I'm saying? Really, I got to get up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man, it's
they just
crazy,
see me
bro. I've been
online.
knowing.
I was up in there 7, 8 in the morning while most people in there sleeping. I'm in there vibing to some tracks that somebody sent me, seeing the next big one I could come up with for them because you got to have these things back to back.
Big facts. Big facts, though. Shout out to Jay Hook, though, while we talking about that, bro. I actually just jumped off into management. You feel what I'm saying? We got some things going on tonight, going to shoot some visuals and stuff like that tonight. And like I say, man, like when I first met him, he was like, man, I want you to be my manager. I'm like, man, slow down, you know what I'm saying? But little do he know, right then and there, I started making phone calls, you know what I'm saying, doing some little research on certain things, asking certain questions to people without them even knowing, you know what I'm saying? And then what I did was I put a little checklist down. I ain't gonna say what the checklist was, but I put a checklist down. I want to say it was like 5, 6 items. And until I could check all 6 of those off, I didn't agree yet.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, we jumping off into that, dog, and it's crazy that, like, when we first met, I was like, man, that's when I first started thinking about management, because from our first conversation, I was like, man, this nigga can manage anybody.
Right.
I know you on that ain't your thing, and that ain't what you want to do.
A lot of dudes hit me up.
I know you do.
Managing them, or they feel comfortable enough. Like, hey man, I want to be under the wing, man, or whatever. And I tell them, man, we can help each other.
Right.
I'm gonna set it up to where we help each other, but I don't have no problem with giving free game. You see what I'm saying? Because if, like I say, if you're serious about their craft, man, then I help you if you feel like you want to win. Don't let me come help you and I'm the only one that want to see you win.
Right, you ain't
I want this for you, but you don't really want it like that. Because you waste my time. You waste my time, that's something you're going to have to pay for. I can give you some free shit, you know what I'm saying? But when there's bullshit involved, you got to pay for that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So a lot of them come to me on the management level or whatever, and I actually never thought about that. And I know I could be a damn good manager for some people, but my thing would be, when I do bag all the way out the music, I actually always wanted to be an A&R.
Right.
To scout talent.
Yeah.
To help shape and mold them, do the artist development, to prep them up to get to the next level.
And then you you already got the connections and the time put in. I think AO downstairs. Go get AO from downstairs. You already put that time in and made all those relationships. So that's why you in the CEO position, because you basically was an A&R. You know what I'm saying? When you was with certain labels, you know what I'm saying, in certain situations, just based on conversation and certain little moves you done made. You know what I'm saying? You already was managing. You feel what I'm saying? You basically was managing until Moon stepped in and started dealing in that capacity. Right. So like, being that well-rounded in all those things.
I didn't never really have a problem with doing nothing. I've always been that way with the music and about the music, to set myself up to where I could play any position.
What was that logic?
Any corner of the rap game. It's not a beat. It doesn't matter what it is. They can send me a gospel track. I'm going to make myself fit on that.
Straight up.
You see what I'm saying? They can send me some R&B shit. I'm going to make myself fit on that. They can send me some street shit. I'm going to make myself fit on that. So I did the same thing as far as what came and what I learned about outside of the rap shit. What's needed. So I could be able to play any of these positions to be able to help me. Because at one point in time I used to pay a lot of people to do it. Now I do it all on my own.
Right.
And I took my people in and everybody gonna fill this void. Yeah. It's the position that we're in, because ain't nobody just here to just be chilling.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying?
Nah, everybody
that partner shit is out the window with me. You see what I'm saying? We can be partners outside of SMG.
Right.
Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? One of my partners, C. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of love for him. But when he fuck up, I let him know that. Sometimes he don't take it the right way.
Right.
But I let him know that, you know what I'm saying? It's our friendship has nothing to do with SMG business.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when we over here, this is what we're doing. So I need you to give me your all here. When you out there, then it's whatever. You see what I'm saying? We could disagree to agree. I'm cool with that point.
Right.
Actually, being on one accord, being a unit, and everybody is not trying to rise above each other, but rise together.
Yeah.
It's a winning thing for them.
All right, man. What you want to lead the people with, man? Like what jewel you want to give directly to it? It ain't not on no artist type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's Million Views podcast. We talking to everybody. What's something you want to give them based on the climate and the temperature? I ain't talking about the weather, but just, you know, the things we got going on in society, bro. And a lot of things we sleeping on too. Like a lot of things we not paying attention to, though, while we caught up in the bull. And it's really affecting us. It's not affecting a lot of other cultures as much as it's affecting us. And we sleep to it, you know, trying to play gangster, trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep up with, you know, the gram, you know what I'm saying?
The gram.
So what you want to give the people a jewel on life, you know what I'm saying, from the OG Jig?
Hey, man, I really would say have that yay and nay about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't straddle the fence. You either fucking with it or you not. Know what you can do and what you can't do, and what you won't do and what you feel like doing. You see what I'm saying? Because that's gonna play a big part in your next moves and your next steps, or getting those results to what's gonna happen for you. It doesn't matter what it is that you actually pursue. You see what I'm saying? Make it make sense for you, not who around you.
Right.
not the shit that you see on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because what worked for them may not work for you, vice versa. You see what I'm saying? So actually knowing that can take you a long ways. And staying on business. If things don't go the way you wanted to go, hit the reset button.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Do something different. Because there's a million things you could be doing. It's okay to be a good dude. It's okay to be somebody that's just not about the foolishness.
Right.
I know a lot of guys who really not about the foolishness. You see what I'm saying?
And they usually last long too.
I just recently, we did an interview with Mr. Meena. Shout out to Mr. Meena, you know what I'm saying?
Salute, man. Legendary.
Salute to Mr. Meena. He got his new book about to come out.
Drop on the 30th or something.
We was actually talking, and he was saying that he had all the opportunities to do a lot of stuff that the big timers was doing. Meaning the dealers in the streets and his people or whatever. And he just stood on what he do and the person that he is and how he managed to slide by that. A lot of people respect that when you keep it real with them. You see what I'm saying? Actually telling them, I'm not like that.
Yeah, I ain't built like that.
A whole bunch of my partners coming up all used to snort coke and heroin. I've never snorted coke and heroin in my life. But they're still my partner, my dog, but I actually let them know.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Because they're going to offer anything we get, we're going to offer it. It's just like having some weed. I ain't going to sit here and smoke this whole blunt. No, actually, you want to hit it. You see what I'm saying? So that when they extend their hand like that, I actually let them know that I'll get down like that.
Right.
My reason being that if I see something happen to a person or whatever it is that they take or that they do, and their result was that,
right.
Nah, I ain't never messing with that. That's just not me. You see what I'm saying? So I would give that advice to anybody to really pay attention to that more with the things that you see. You see what I'm saying? Find out if that's your lane, if that's you. You see what I'm saying? Find out if you feel like you can fit in that category, because a lot of people do a lot of trying to fit in.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Instead of just being who they are.
Instead of just being who they is.
So the OG letting you know, man. First of all, man, like show some discernment, man. Like show, like you say, be a yeah or nay. You know what I'm saying? Think things through, and have some like a sense of pride. Like I said earlier, dog. It all boils down to when you wake up in the morning, being you look in the mirror. Do you love that person? You know what I'm saying? Not to be on no corny stuff, man, but get back to loving yourself, man. Stop trying to be the next man. I can't, like, you know, I can't stress that enough. Like, we got so many people caught up in, like you say, trying to fit in the same lane to it. You know, you got a traffic jam there. You know what I'm saying? You got this whole other areas of life that we're not even pursuing or exploring no more, and it's starting to, you know, turn out bad results. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be about your people. It's something a lot of people, not everybody in competition nowadays. You see what I'm saying? Be more about your people, man. Because life too short. You're losing a lot of them. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I've been home 6.5 months. And I've been to 21 funerals. That's bad.
That's terrible.
You see what I'm saying?
That's terrible.
That's bad. What's even worse, actually knowing the person
Just
who
come home.
did the killing and the person who died. To never play a part in any of this stuff. And it's just senseless. So if they did more caring about their people. You see what I'm saying?
A lot of it wouldn't take place.
Hey, I never used to be the one. I used to always tell them, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to take no picture because I'm doing XYZ in the streets, police looking for me, all that. This back in the gap.
Right.
Now, every time I see them, hey, let's flick it up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because I want to have that memory.
Gotta
You
have
never
a
know.
memory,
And
dog.
I want them to have that same memory with that smile or us clowning and joking. You see what I'm saying? Because tomorrow not promised, not even the next hour. So a lot of people be shocked when they see that, and all you left with is the times that you spent with that person. You see what I'm saying? Tell that man you love him, man. Extend your hand to that man and help him out. You know what I'm saying? You never know what a person going through. You see him not acting like himself, man, talk to him. Holler at him.
See what's up with him, right?
You see what I'm saying? Come on, man, smoke this hell, man. Let's talk, man. Just, you know, make him look at the harsh reality of things, man. Make him think different.
Yeah, that's the times we living in, man. We got to come back together for sure. Cause we losing a lot of people, bro. Like on that note, bro, I wanna send a special shout out, bro, to the Phipps, the Hines family, bro, and everybody connected to that, dog. The whole Bunch Village, Metairie, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much Kenner area, dog. And Tim Phipps, bro, Squirrel, dog. Rest in peace to the homie, bro. That's a tough one. Man. You know what I'm saying? Cause like you say, you come up with people, under people, you know what I'm saying? That's my big brother, you know what I'm saying? One of his best partners, dog. And you come up under people, dog, and you get to see them at their best, you know what I'm saying? Everything in between, and you get to see them, you know what I'm saying, on the ladder end of life. And I was explaining to somebody the other day, dude was 100, man. Like, dude was a good, solid dude, you know what I'm saying? We all went through the streets, you know what I'm saying? We all went through life. Everybody went through it in they different ways, you feel what I'm saying? But I remember them dudes for being nothing but upstanding, solid, good dudes, and they always gave me a lot of game. Like, the last thing the dude actually told me was he loved me. You feel what I'm saying? That was from that, and I knew it was from the heart. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, salute to Squirrel, bro. Shout out to him, rest in peace, dog. And we're gonna end it on that note, dog. Million Views podcast, you hear me? Over and out.
Yeah. What's up? Gone, man.